That's it. He finishes off in style with a six. It's back-to-back titles for RCB.
So, after 17 years, there is a saying, जब ऊपर वाला देता है देता झप्पड़ फाड़ के, right? So 2 in a row for RCB. What do you think about the game?
Yeah, that was one of the most interesting game. It was not like 200 plus 240 kind of game. The 1st inning was fun, but the second inning, I wish it was more competitive, but it was not. But still, that was okay.
Yeah, I think there was not enough runs, right, for
Yeah.
RCB. There was not
Mhm.
enough runs for for GT to make that second half pretty interesting because 155 run, that's not a lot of run. I think if it was like 180, 185, I think it would be a little bit more competitive. So
Yeah, at one point it didn't look like they're gonna get 152. Like like it seemed like they're gonna be
yep,
bundled out for like 120 or even less.
yep. I think it wasn't it. Which game was it? Man, all those eliminator and everything is like mixed
Mhm.
maxed in my head. So
Yeah.
which game was where they scored 28 runs in last over? It was not this game. It was game before against Rashid Khan. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. That was RR. I think they ended up scoring like 28 runs at the end. But yeah,
Yeah.
it was yeah, I think 155 runs. I don't think it was enough to be a competitive game.
Mhm. Yeah, but it was still, at least it didn't feel like it was too batting dominated game, right? Like second innings kind of felt like that towards the power play, but once Rashid Khan came in and dismantled the well set batters, then it was
Yeah,
kind of
two
like more
wickets in a
balanced.
row.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, two wickets in like an over or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, I think that's where the GT kind of messed it up. All season, GT has been pretty consistent. Like
Yeah.
they have been pretty consistent, scoring not like. So GT is a team that has not scored like a big total like other team, but they would go like 7, 8, 9 and over, have enough wickets. So I think what happened was GT's middle order was not tested,
Mhm.
and that kind of messed up once the wickets start falling. They could not they didn't had no rhyme and rhythm to kind of develop into like a better total like 180, 185 total.
Exactly. So Sai Sudarshan and Subnan Gill was 2 and 3 in the top run scorer. So the majority of run was scored by them two. And once they got out, like you said, the middle order did not really was tested, so they got exposed really bad.
I think if you count the number of games played, GT played the most number of games because they
Mhm.
GT and RR played the most number of games, right? Because they ended up playing that extra game to get into the semi-final.
Mhm.
Even that, I think none of the batter except top two on GT scored more than 300 runs in whole tournament
Mhm.
because they did not need it to. Their
Yeah.
bowling attack was too good. So
Mhm.
either the other team was restricted in lower end and they didn't have to score much. And even if they went, they never really scored a lot. I think the highest total they scored was 224, and then second highest was 200. So out of that many games, there was only two games where they ended up scoring more than 200. So yeah, I think that middle order got tested and they could not figure out how to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. And one interesting thing when RCB won, they were talking about how in every game someone new steps up. So it's not just one player performing, it's team sports. So it was everyone performing, everyone stepping in, right? So that was really good to hear, and that was really good that they got executed.
Do you think do you think now RCB is a dynasty? do you take like RCB? Because 2020 last two season of IPL and WPL, right?
Mhm.
Both have been won by RCB. So there is like four trophy for RCB men's and women's team in 2 years. So can we call them a dynasty?
Oh, well, I don't know about dynasty, but there is definitely that mindset shift that has happened. And, you can look at Andy Flower, his inclusion in RCB has brought those changes. And we also have to give credit to good leadership as well. And for Virat Kohli himself, although he's not a captain, but he's still a leader over there, right? So like the way he batted from beginning to end, it was very impressive. And he's like 37 years old, and still he was batting like that. So yeah, I mean, it's leadership. It's also like coaching mindset and everything that plays together.
I think the crazy thing, the Virat thing on Chase was like, I mean, they call him the king of the chase anyway.
Yeah.
He said that he wanted to be there,
Mhm.
to hit the winning run. That was like his whole that's what he wanted as soon as in an interview he said that like as soon as they knew okay it's 155, it was like I want to be there to hit the winning runs. And he did it, right? That's why I think he was really upset when he got out, and
Yeah.
because like was it out, not out, catch out,
Mhm.
hanging
Yeah.
around there because
Mhm.
you could see like you could see they were already winning the game. I think at that
Mhm.
point they needed like 20 odd runs in like 30 odd deliveries
Yeah.
or 40 odd
Mhm.
deliveries. So it was not like and if anything gonna happen. It's just that he wanted to be there to hit the winning run.
Yeah, and also he was not playing defensive. He was playing like with the good pace for the game, and he was going pretty good as well with pretty good strike rate on top of that. So it was not like as if like he was playing too defensive just to be at the end, like towards the end to score the winning runs. So he was pacing really well as well. And yeah, it was very confusing moment at that time. Like he started walking up, Emperor stopped him, then he continued walking, and then like finally he got back, and yeah, it was just like a movie.
But I mean, when when you watched it live, did you feel like it was a catch?
No, it felt like close, right? Like it didn't
Yeah,
yeah.
it didn't feel like 100%. I
Hmm.
think it did not feel like, oh, okay, it's a catch. It kind of feels like maybe not. There was not.
Yeah.
I think
Mm.
even Gil did not have the confidence, like, oh yes, it was a catch.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised when Kohli started walking, right? And it I wasn't sure like what he was thinking. It almost felt like he was like almost done, like he had
But I think
accepted
he
his
was
fate.
signaling, like he was. I remember he was doing this.
Uh,
I thought he was signaling that I think it dropped. And then
uh,
he kind of started like he was doing both, but his first
yeah.
instinct
Mm,
was he was like, I think it
mm,
dropped. He was
yeah.
like signaling like this with his
Mm,
hand.
yeah, and yeah, talking about that, one idea popped in my mind, or one thought popped in my
Hmm.
mind that he is still very good in T20, right? So,
Hmm.
what do you think? Should he like we are playing? There will be Olympics in 2 years.
Hmm.
If he is still able to perform in 2027 IPL, do you think he should come back from his retirement and play Olympics? Because fun
I
fact
think
is
he
that like
might.
I think we talk about this, right? Like the one of the reason why, or at least a story, is that they showed how many followers Virat Kohli had in Instagram to like Olympics committee, and they were like, oh yeah, we need, like we should have cricket as well.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
will be full
I
circle.
think I think I don't know the rules regarding like what they can do and not, like
Uh,
selection wise, A's and all that kind of
uh,
stuff. If they don't do it, I'm pretty confident India will send like a very strong team, because I think they want to win the gold in an Olympic. I
uh,
mean, again, I don't think they really care if it's cricket or whatever. I think they want the gold,
uh,
and their best opportunity to get a gold is through cricket. So I think
uh,
they will, unless and until there is certain kind of regulation that Olympic makes about like how many players, like I mean, what is and this and
yeah.
that.
Mm.
Unless and until they don't make that kind of rule, I think India will send their strongest team to get that gold medal.
Yeah, so they will definitely send their strongest team. As far as there is no like an age limit or stuff like that, but two complications, right? Like first is that Virat Kohli has already retired from T20 cricket, and second is that
And they can come back.
they can, but there has to be support from the team and from the what's going around. It seems like there might not
Right.
be very strong support for him even for 2027 ODI World Cup, right? So that kind of like
I think
blurs
he's
it.
playing 2027 ODI World Cup.
Now, he wants to play, but the coaching and staff, they are not very vocal about it. They're like, it depends on who are in form and who is not in form. So like, and I think Virat Kohli was a bit disappointed that, he was not part of the plan, or at least they are not vocal about it. Right. So yeah, it will be interesting to see if he plays in 2027 ODI World Cup. I think he's in terrific form for ODI as well. So he should definitely play.
Yeah,
The
I
thing is,
think he will. I
mhm,
think he will. I
yeah,
think he will
but
play ODI. I don't know about Olympics. I think ODI for
mhm,
sure.
yeah, ODI he should play. But as a team sports, there should be team should be welcoming, right? Like if he doesn't feel like he's adding value or he's felt welcome, then he might not want to play. That is also another
I mean,
factor.
you're talking about the Olympics.
ODI World Cup.
Yeah, I mean, I think the way it has to happen is like if selector feels like, okay, we need him or he's on farm and stuff like
Uh,
that, I think they should have it. The only problem is like I think the team might, especially on Olympics, team might think that, hey, you retired from T20, now you got chance to get an Olympic and you just want to come in when we set up our playing 11, like we're consistent, we are doing good, we won the world, like all that kind of stuff. So
uh,
that's the only thing I feel like might yeah, when I think about it, I don't know if you're gonna get into the Olympics or not, but ODI for sure. let, let us get back to this IPL real quick. So Kohli got his 22nd man of the match in
uh,
IPL,
uh,
the highest among any players in IPL. Kind of shows his consistency. I think we should just name the episode Kohli's episode, I think, because we are talking about Kohli so much.
mhm,
But yeah, I what also happened was in this particular game, once the Venkatesh Iyer,
uh,
he started getting cramp or something,
mhm,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So
Mhm,
before that, the RCB was kind of little bit tuk-tuking, right? Like they're
mhm,
not really going hard because the score
yeah.
was not a lot.
Mhm,
But once he started cramping, I
mhm,
think the message was just hit out.
yeah.
Like hit it. If you get boundary, you get boundary. It's not a lot of runs.
Mhm,
If you get out, you got enough. So once that message came in, he started hitting, and
yeah.
it kept on going for fours and six, and that kind of opened up Virat Kohli too, and I think
Mhm.
they made it easy out of that game.
Yeah, so like I think he got hit in his knee, got aged and
Hmm.
hit in knee, and that's when he started having like discomfort. And yeah, he was not able to run, right? Like he was struggling to run. And again, he was sent out to do exactly that, hit it out of the park.
Right.
and
Yeah.
that's what he started doing. And Virat Kohli also chipped
Mhm.
in. So yeah,
Yeah, in
job
this
well
kind
done.
of chase, like,
Hmm.
yeah, once you have like 155, that kind of chase, if the other team does not get a wicket in first 2, 3 overs, like
Uh,
one or two, it's kind of done deal, regardless of however they are scoring. Like even if they're scoring like
yeah.
five
Hmm.
and over, if you are not getting wicket, they know they can win it. The only way you can really win, unless and until you are a Pakistani team, is for you to lose a lot of wicket up front on this
Mhm.
kind of chase. I mean, Pakistan, they can't even like chase 120 runs
Mhm. Yeah.
in 20 over with so much. Yeah, and that World Cup game was pretty wild.
Yeah, and also they came up with a good plan too. They targeted Kagiso Rabada, right? And they knew
Hmm.
that Rashid Khan won't be in the power play, so they started making sure they have enough runs before Rashid Khan was introduced. And I was kind of surprised he was not introduced at seventh over. Instead, like he was
Little
introduced at
earlier,
ninth, right?
yeah.
So I was kind of surprised why they did that. But again, like once he got ball, like he's,
Yeah, I think the reason is because he got pretty hammered pretty bad in game before that against Rajasthan Royal.
mm,
He went for a lot of run. He went for 28 in. They didn't even wanted to complete his quota. He only bowled two
mm,
two overs and gave up close to 34, 40 runs or something, close to 40 runs.
mm,
So they didn't even wanted him, and there was no bowler left to bowl. So he ended up bowling last over against
um,
RR and went for like 4 sixes in
mm,
that over. So I think that was in their mind that hey, he's not in the best of the form. But again,
mm,
same thing. Like when you have a champion bowler on your team, you gotta bowl that guy up front. You can't like wait it out. It's forget about what happened game before. Like just think
exactly.
about
Mhm.
what's in that particular game. Uh,
Yeah, so you cannot like carry over bad game and not give them a chance, right? Because it was one bad game for him. He has been performing really well, and what kind of bowler he is. The opponent is different. RR was RR was always like going all out. So yeah, I mean it's a different game. They should have given him chance. And
yeah, I
when
think
he got
and
ball, like it was too late already.
right, exactly. And I think like when it comes to like a good player, like a championship kind of player,
Mhm.
like Rashid Khan, and if they do bad in one game,
Yeah.
it's more initiative to ask them to do more next game because they want to correct themselves in next
Mhm.
game. That
Exactly.
that's that competitive nature on them that I want to do
Mhm.
better than what I did on last game, and I think that's where they missed out. But again, as I said, 155 run is not a lot of runs. So I think regardless of whatever they did, I don't think it really mattered.
Yeah, and
So yeah, go ahead.
yeah. So one of the thing I really like about this IPL was how Bhuvaneswar Kumar was all of a sudden back in form and performing really well. Because if you follow his career, he was really good swing bowler towards his early
Hmm.
career. Then he tried to pivot to like more pace to add pace. Then he kind of like uh, did not like had good swing, and that's when he started losing form. And now I think he started focusing more on swing and less on pace. And again, he's back as he used to be before. So it was really nice to see him.
Right.
And I was hoping he would have purple cap, but yeah, he fell by one wicket.
Did, oh, was it one week? Yeah, I think
Yeah,
Rabada got
Rabada
that
got it.
extra
Mhm.
wicket. But if you think about it, like the crazy thing of this whole IPL was, I think it's still Suryavanshi,
Oh yeah.
right?
Oh.
Like eliminator, and then the second playoff, 96, 97 runs,
Mhm.
and the maturity on the second game because Rajasthan lost wicket up front. So
Mhm.
for the guy to stay
Uh,
over there and try to play all the way in, I mean, still his strike rate was like 180 or 200. He got like 96 or 47 ball or something. Still on that strike rate, just the maturity of a 15-year-old guy, it's pretty wild.
I was watching his interview, and one thing he said was that there's nothing called natural game. You play according to condition. What team wants you to play, you play accordingly, right? And to have that from like 15 years old, that's very impressive.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. I mean, he he is the fastest player to get 1,000 run in IPL, inning wise, right? So, and he's 15. So Virat Kohli is playing 37. Dhoni is playing, I mean, he didn't play this season, but if you just count last season, 42. So if he stays healthy, semi-healthy, he has 25, 27 years, if you go by that, right? Let us just say he gets injured or blah, 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 and let us just take 5 years out of it, right? So even then, he's gonna end up playing 20 years of IPL. He most probably gonna be the highest runner in IPL, like hands down.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking at too, but in a slightly different lens. I was thinking like if he starts playing ODI, then he might have best chance of beating Sachin Tendulkar on like most ODI run.
Yeah.
And maybe in T20I too. So yeah, it will be fun to look at.
Yeah, but I think there will be a little bit I think BCCI will be a little bit smart trying to select him. I don't think they're gonna select him right away. I think they will give a little extra time, even if he's good and in his form. I don't think they want him to like jump right into the ODI and stuff. I know they selected him for India A team in one of these games, but I think they will be a little bit cautious for him to get into the international scene. It will be exciting to see how it does. I mean, looks like the only problem I have with this kind of player who gets, not just player in general, like artist and stuff, who get pretty good, pretty young, is just ego. If ego gets better of them, I mean, he looks like a grounded guy. He looks like very grounded guy coming from a very grounded family in Bihar. So hopefully he does not develop that egoistic. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, but I feel like they should not hold him back. They should at least give him chances, at least have him in 15-man squad and give him like a last game or something, like, just expose him to that. And yeah, I do see like there have been a lot of players who were very good at like in a young age, and they kind of like got lost over the time for various different reasons, right? You don't want that to happen to him or anyone, in matter of fact.
Right,
so
exactly.
they should focus on that. They should I hope he gets really good mentor who he can speak to. Like for example, Abhishek Sharma had Yuvraj Singh as his mentor. So that helps him. Like, he can just go out, talk to him, and he can help as
I
well.
think
Like, they can help
his
each other.
is Rahul Dravid, as far as I know.
Okay.
Yeah, as far as I know, I think he's the one who kind of went and found him out and stuff like that. As far as I know, I think Rahul Dravid is the one. Man, the shots that he played were just crazy.
Yeah.
Like it's man, like you have bouncer, he's like hooking it off for like man, just the range and power like coming out of that 15-year-old guy, like
Yeah.
it's in different level. I think everybody just like it's it's crazy. Anyway.
Yeah. So Ashwin was talking about it, right? Like he was bowling to Suryakumar, and first ball he hit him for like 4s or 6, something like that. And then
Yeah, his
Ashwin was
first
like,
ball in IPL was 6. I don't know if it was against Ashwin or not, but
yeah.
his first ball in IPL was 6.
And then he changed the delivery, and he wanted him to hit a shot, and like he had already planned for it, right? So Ashwin had already planned for it, and he like enticed him to hit a shot. and Suryavanshi just left it. And then like Ashwin was like, oh, he's not 15 years old, 14 years old, or whatever like he was. He is like really good batter. He is a
Very
thinking batter. He's not
matured,
just a
yeah.
slugger. Yeah.
Right. And thing about him too is like throughout this IPL, he has scored, I think he scored over 500 runs just in power play. And they were saying 460 or 450 of that 500 run was a boundary.
Wow. Yeah.
So they were doing the math. They say he hits boundary every 2 balls and 6 every 3 or 4 balls.
Yeah, and
Like
he
just the stats.
yeah, he had like more sixes, but he scored like 72 sixes. That's
Yeah,
that's
he scores 72.
incredible. Yeah.
The funny thing was, I don't know who it was. I don't know if that's Dinesh Karthik or somebody. Like the second best sixes this season was 42 or 43. So they was like, yeah, they can score that much sixes next year, and then they might like be close to Suryavanshi,
Yeah.
not even like catch him, like close to. I think he broke the record of most sixes in an IPL season.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of not a fair comparison because there were not 10 teams when IPL started, and I don't know how many seasons Chris Gale played with like all the teams and that many games. But he went above Chris Gale, hitting more sixes in an IPL season. So
Yeah, what's up with these
pretty impressive.
left-handers, right? Like, Chris Gale had more sixes. He was left-hander, and now Suryavanshi. So what's up with left-handers?
I mean, I don't know what's up with left-hander, but again, the thing that still like baffles me is Chris Gale. He's a strongly built man, right? Like his powers comes from like this guy is a 15-year-old guy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
where is he bringing all this power from? It's pretty wild. But anyway, uh and he won MVP too, most valuable player for the tournament. So it's pretty wild for a 15-year-old guy. It'll be crazy to see how he does. Switching gear as we are trying to wrap this up. Switching gear from that to really quickly to Nepal's game. Nepal's versus China. Did you see the score?
Men or women's?
Men's. I think
Men's.
there's not much to talk about women's game because they did not really score any. But
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy, and I was kind of surprised to see that first over was just one run, right? And then they started picking up the pace, and it was pretty good inning by, not pretty good, brilliant inning by Kushal Purtel. And I like that the fact that Kushal Malla and Rohit Paudel scored half centuries. That was really essential, right? And I really like thinking of Dipender Singh Iyer because once Kushal Bhurtal got out, he could have said I'll walk in, I will just score runs, but he didn't do that. So that's a good captaincy right there.
yeah, and wasn't there 6 sixes in one of the overs, right?
Yeah, it was 6 sixes and one wide in one of the overs, and
And one wide, yeah.
yeah.
I was looking at the summary. I didn't watch the game. I was just following the score. But I looked at the summary, and I think there's like 4 or 5 overs in that inning that went for less than 10, and they still ended up scoring 313. So even if you just say first over was 1, other over were, let's say, 18 overs, say for 25, so more than 275 runs in 15 overs. If you if you think about that way, that's like close to 20 runs and over. Like that's
Yeah.
pretty crazy. But anyway, your wish came true. That's what you wanted when you talked last time, right?
Well,
Just
I
go and
wanted
get
some
all the
records to
records.
break, right? Like I wanted maybe like fastest century or something like that. But yeah, that's
I don't
cool
think it
too.
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's the thing. Like, I think the way you want to do as a team is if you find a team that is not as, I mean, I'm not in like a bad way, but the team that are not as good as you are, you want to make sure you are like beating hell out of them. Don't have a competitive game, like have a crazy game, and that's what they did, and that's a good sign.
Yeah, hopefully they won't play like that versus Malaysia. Malaysia is slightly more stronger team, so they should play more
Yeah,
like in a
exactly.
different game
They
with
gotta
them.
figure out
So
how to manage the game. Well, we're gonna talk more about these games and stuff like that in our next episode. And we gotta sign up now. See you guys.